Hello humans, let's exchange a few ideas. Now, I'm sure you might have noticed that reality is a bit of a hot mess, and it's no secret that we inhabit the dark timeline. I mean, it seems like the four horsemen are running amok. Pandemics, wars, financial instability, climate change, not to mention like half the job market's about to be swallowed up by AI. Things are looking pretty brutal out there, and it seems that us mere mortals have very little control over our destiny. Well, sod that, knowledge is power, and I will offer my subjective view of reality in exchange for yours. It can give us the insight to make better decisions in our daily lives. So sit back, relax, and feel free to disagree in the comment section. So, let's start with the basics, shall we? Well, I assume you're a person with a past and a present. One of 7 billion inhabitants on this rock that orbits the sun. You observe your reality to make decisions that favour yourself based on what's applicable to you in your particular set of circumstances. But you're a bit more than that, yeah? You're also a collection of cells carrying an ever-evolving genetic code. And your cells work in harmony for the overall benefit of your meat bag, which in itself is the product of the entropic energy of the universe. Entropy? Well, entropy in thermodynamics is the measure of disorder or randomness within a system. It's also related to the dispersal of energy. Energy is transferred or transformed. It can't be destroyed. The overall entropy of a closed system tends to increase. This is the fundamental principle of the second law of thermodynamics. So, the more entropy there is in a system, the more possibilities for different particles to interact and combine in new and interesting ways. The universe is constantly changing, expressing different states. I view life as just one energy transference. Your lineage is the energy of the universe transforming through time and space with every generation. And when you pop your clogs, your energy is absorbed back into the planet, waiting to be released. I mean, look at the dinosaurs. We burn them to drive our cars, yeah? Alright. That's not like technically true, but it sounded cooler than marine plants and animals. If life is the expression of different states of energy, then in my view, society is the trial and error of these states in practice. But humans aren't perfect. No shit, Sherlock. But we've arrived at this state of being through communicating ideas that benefit the whole. And when these ideologies only benefit a subset of society, dysfunction sets in. Society, like life, is constantly evolving to be efficient and harmonious. And if it's not working, it just hits the fucking reset button. But life is driven by natural selection and genetic variation. Society is affected by people and politics with their own motives and ambitions. Wildcards such as technology and economics also play a heavy role in how our society develops. You don't tell your nervous system what to do you? It's got like this intelligence that's separate from the abstract construct formed by your brain. So let's get to the meat of the matter. We've explored what you are. Let's examine what we should do and why. I mean, all life has evolved to consume energy, survive and multiply. This is why we have randy rabbits and long-necked giraffes. They have developed genetic traits that have maximized their survival in the context of an ecosystem. Humans are not separate from this, even if we like to think that we are. Evolution is self-correcting given enough time, as it's an adaptive process driven by environmental pressures and genetic variations. Any imbalances in the collective will simply die out, and life will start again. You can view society like this as well. We've disregarded outdated ideologies to maximise the benefit of society as a whole. The more we allow chaos to thrive, the more likely we'll become a footnote in the life cycle of the planet. So it's in our own interest to promote ideas that push us in the direction of harmony and remove systems that foster chaos. To find purpose and meaning, we should lean into what we're good at. So what are we good at? We're not the strongest, we're not the most agile, but what sets us apart is our higher order thinking, provided by the most biological advanced mechanism on the planet. This key asset has spurred our evolution through communication and tool building. For instance, by harnessing the power of fire, we have increased the bioavailability of nutrients in our food, leading to significant brain growth. To keep this human being train moving, our ancestral peers have developed ways of communicating because we're social monkeys, innit? One shaved ape figures out fire, and the next thing you know, barbecue mammoth is trending on all the socials. Monkey see, monkey do, dude. By communicating skills to our peers, we're able to pass on this knowledge to ensure the continued survival and growth of our species. So, how does that help the modern hominid? Well, Humans are much different today. We are the curious observers of the universe, and we like to name things, build tools, and document our discoveries. We've built vast global networks that uniquely place us in the natural world as the only species to develop tools and express thought. And through thought comes creativity and progress. By communicating, we spread ideas, theories, facts, fiction. We infiltrate the collective consciousness, albeit one filtered through an algorithm designed to sell you crap. Whether big corporations should be in charge of the collective consciousness is another argument for another day. Hopefully, the good seeds take root and inspire others to propagate throughout society. But the problem, as I alluded to earlier, is our reality's a bit fucked, mate.
But I got a solution.
That's what you said last time, dipshit.
I got a solution. You're a dick.
We live in a time where factional ideas are at war with each other. The social constructs we surround ourselves with mirror the organic systems. When one fails, another one will take its place. We've grown up living in a world full of rules that have come about through trial and error. This has dictated how we get our money, how we consume, how we communicate, and it's becoming increasingly dysfunctional. Yeah, you get me? Our species, in my eyes, has 3 options. Option 1, Planet of the Apes. This is the worst outcome, yeah? Our follies have led us to extinction, but we've had enough of an impact on the planet. Having documented our existence, we are able to pass on the sum of our knowledge to future dominant life forms on the planet. This scenario warns us of the consequences of failing to address critical issues like environmental degradation or global conflict. Option 2, Star Wars. A race scattered across the sky, oppressed and factionalized while fighting over resources. This represents a vision where humanity might have advanced technologically, but is plagued by division, warfare, and the competition for resources. This analogy shows the risk of unchecked technological advancement without corresponding social and ethical progress. Wow, that was a fucking mouthful. Option 3, Star Trek. High-tech explorers devoted to unlocking the secrets of the universe. In contrast, the Star Trek scenario embodies the ideal future of exploration, cooperation, and technological harmony. This can be portrayed as a future where humanity has not only advanced technologically, but has also achieved social and ethical maturity. It's a vision of a united human race exploring the universe, driven by curiosity and commitment to shared values and knowledge. Unfortunately, I think we're about halfway between Star Wars and extinction. Let's try and aim for Star Trek, shall we? So how can we pivot away from annihilation? Perhaps we're already doing it by harnessing the power of the collective consciousness. Our survival and prosperity hinge on our ability to adapt and evolve, not just as individuals, but as a collective society. If the economy of the internet is knowledge, then everybody has something to contribute. This is how we can spread the idea of how we want our species to evolve. I mean, it's bizarre how we live, dictated to by governments who wage wars under misguided ideologies. Shouldn't we be striving for a better society than this? We should be protecting our communities and raising our children and spreading knowledge for the benefit of the whole. Literally nothing else matters. Stop putting profit before people. Come on, tell me I'm wrong. The only thing that truly matters is you and your survival and the well-being of your nearest and dearest. You and 7 billion others have this in common. So, as AI takes our jobs, new opportunities will be presented to you. As the old is replaced by the new, lean into what you naturally want to do, and you too can ride the wave of chaos. You are, after all, a small cog in a big machine, possibly part of some greater intelligence. But, just like your cells make up you also make up the universe. And you get to do what you want to do, yeah? Because that's your purpose. We're not just passive observers, we're active participants in an unfolding story of the universe. Observe, document, and thrive. Engage in the collective consciousness. Tell me what you think. What's your role to be? What's your vision of the future? Let me know. And if you can be bothered, like, comment, subscribe, yada yada yada. Peace. Done.